Looks like that cat tick of yours cleared up.
No. In another world, it's still going strong. Don't worry. Yeah. Well, your story was pretty insane.
Insane?
You don't think so? Just the idea of something being alive and dead at the same time. And if the moment the lid is open determines whether or not the cat's dead, then it's almost like events in the future can determine the past. Ah, yeah. Now you're talking about what happened with Alice the first time, right? Schrodinger's cat is like the AB game. Even if the other player's already made the decision, you won't know until you go see the results, and you're not allowed to see the results until you make your choice. And if you make no choice, then it chooses for you. So, yeah, you have to, yeah, so future, but that's a bit different. Because once you see the choice, if you go back in time and then predict that they made the other choice, then your prediction should be correct. Unless they also went back in time. That's the only way it works. I mean, the cat doesn't die when you open the lid, so it must have already been dead.
Exactly. You've experienced it, haven't you?
Not quite. I don't call that experiencing it. Experienced something way weirder than that. What on earth are you talking about?
Think back. Remember round 2 of the AB game?
I was thinking more about round 1, but round 2 is even trippier, because you remembered something that I didn't even remember yet. Or know yet, or whatever.
When you chose Betray, what was my vote?
It was Ally, but this was after I had already chosen Ally and you'd chosen Betray once. Ally?
But what happened this time?
You're forgetting about the time 2 times ago. I chose Ally and you chose Betray.
Right. And both times, I put in my vote a full minute before the deadline.
Okay.
When did you push the button?
Like 20 seconds. Right before the deadline.
I see. Well, that makes this a little easier to explain. If you chose Betray, then my vote was Ally. If you chose Ally, then my vote was Betray.
Yeah, which is very weird.
But I made my choices a whole minute before you made yours.
Exactly.
Don't you think that's strange?
I think it's more strange that you knew of the other timeline before I did, but okay.
You do see what I'm saying, don't you?
That my choice in the future altered your action in the past?
Yeah.
How?
From your perspective, there's no other way to interpret it.
But that doesn't make sense! It's different than Schrodinger's cat. 'Cause if I predict that you'll make, like, you effectively have chosen Ally and Betray until I know the truth, right? And then it's only when I look at the results screen do I see the truth. And if I predict, oh, they chose Ally and I'm wrong, then I'll be right if I go back and choose the other thing. That's how it would work. There shouldn't be 2 different scenarios based on what... Like, that's not how Schrodinger's cat works. I'm sorry. You are incorrect. Someone even, in the comments of the first game, told me about how that explains the weirdness of the first game. It doesn't. Because there's a similar situation where, I don't even freaking remember what it was now. But yeah, they said Schrodinger's cat where something is effectively alive and dead until you know the truth. But the fact that there's only one truth, there's not 2 truths, that's not how Schrodinger's cat works. So, this doesn't explain it. Now that I thought about it, round 1 had been the same. When I'd chosen Ally, Alice had chosen Betray. And when I choose Betray, she'd done the opposite.
Look at this die.
Alright.
I found it over there.
Uh-huh.
Let me give you one last example.
Okay. As she spoke, she tossed the die into the box and quickly shut the lid.
Alright. Answer this question. What number is the die on?
You see? This is what I'm talking about. This is the same thing as, With the cat thing, it was different because we didn't have a real example. But this is a real example that has a true answer. Like, if I say 4 and I'm wrong, and I go back in time and then say what the right number is, the number shouldn't change. That's not how Schrodinger's cat works. Well, okay, with Schrodinger's cat, if the chance is really random... But no! If the chance is random, then the random event should stay the same in every timeline, if we are to believe that whether or not we chose ally or betray in round 1, our bracelet movements were the same. They didn't change. So the possibility of that random event triggering in both timelines would be very low unless it's a set random event, in which case Schrodinger's cat should also be a set random event. It's on number 4. Has to be 4.
Okay. I'm going to open the lid.
And if I'm wrong, then I can just say, oh, well, if I had chosen the other thing, I'd be right.
Good job.
Wow. Okay, it's kind of bullshit if I had chosen the other thing, and it would be right.
You got it right.
That was just a fluke.
Was it?
Yes! It was! Huh? Unless you're saying my action in the future by saying that influenced your throwing of the dice in the past? How the fuck would that work?
Let's think about what was going on before I opened the lid. What number was the die on?
4! Of course.
Haven't you been paying attention?
Yes, I have!
The die is still a collection of atoms, isn't it?
That doesn't matter! It's already been decided in the box. Sure, we haven't seen the answer, but that doesn't fucking matter. This isn't how Schrodinger's cat works. Okay? I'm sorry, you are incorrect. Okay, I don't know. As far as I'm aware, that's not how the cat works. So, like I'm sorry, you are wrong. It was on 4. All that could have changed is if my action in the future influenced your rolling of the dice in the past. But that's not influencing the dice's, like, number. It doesn't magically change.
I don't think you can reasonably suggest that it was made of some different kind of matter.
Wait, so you're saying that before you opened the lid, the die was on all the numbers? That's not possible.
Uh-huh.
Alright, from Schrodinger's cat, that's true, but once you open the lid, you get the true answer, and that true answer applies in the past as well.
That's one way to look at it, at least.
And then when you opened the lid, it was just one number?
Or it might have become that number when you declared which one it was.
What? Huh? Wait, what do you mean?
Your choice in the future has an effect on the past.
How? Don't just say because Schrodinger's cat. That's bullshit and doesn't make sense. That's crazy.
Anyway, that's all I wanted to say.
No, you can't end there. That doesn't make sense. You can't just say, oh, you sang 4, made it 4, because it doesn't work that way. That is not how Schrodinger's cat works. You can't say, oh, I predict it'll be dead, the cat, and then you open it and it's like, it's alive. Oh, and then, but then, like, say, the other guys say, oh, I predict it's alive. And then, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. The only way there can be a change is if your actions if my actions in the future influenced maybe your dice throw in the past. But even then, how? Because the fact is, the dice existed. Not seeing it doesn't mean it didn't exist. Unless you're trying to say some fucked up bullshit like nothing is real, like everything is a projection, and the dice is only 4 because we perceive it as 4, but we all simultaneously perceive it as 4, which makes things weird. Because if everyone perceives it as 4, then that means that's how it is perceived. Me saying it's 4 changes it to be 4? That's some fucked up shit, but even if that's true... What are you saying, me assuming Alice picked something else makes her pick that something else? In my reality? But that's only if my reality is like... I'm sorry, no, that's way too tripped out for me. That doesn't make sense. See, we need a better explanation than that. You better have one. If that's all you got, that's bullshit.
We got a little off topic there, but I think I made my point.
You just made things more confusing. I'm sorry, no you didn't. You did not make your point. You made things more confusing. You explained what Schrodinger's cat is, and then you proceed to say, but this is what's really going on, which has very little to do with Schrodinger's cat. Ugh.
Reality separates off into an infinite number of branches for each and every possibility.
Sure, but my future choices do not affect the past. That's not how it works!
You and I seem to be able to jump from branch to branch.
Okay, that's fucked up, and I would like to know the reason behind that. But future choices should not be able to influence past decisions. There's going to be another reason for that, beyond being able to jump between the timelines.
Of course, our bodies aren't doing the jumping. Our consciousnesses just sort of dive into other versions of ourselves in other worlds.
Yeah, okay. I mean, yeah, that's like the Steins Gate thing. Whoa. I think I get it now. How it's happening still doesn't make sense. But, the other thing that doesn't make sense is, again, what's confusing me more now. The future actions influencing the past results. I'm sorry, that's not a thing. That doesn't... I'm not satisfied with that explanation. They need a better explanation than that. That's how you knew my name, right? Ah, yeah. You jumped in from another world. That's how you knew all those other things you shouldn't have known.
Yeah. That's the best I can figure out, at least.
So some things I remember clearly, though, and others we don't.
Unfortunately, it seems like we don't retain all our memories when we jump.
Indeed.
Maybe we only remember particularly important things. I'm not sure how it works.
How we even jump at all is also very confusing.
But whatever the reason, it seems to be fairly limited. And often, we don't seem to remember jumping at all. Things will just sort of pop up.
True. That's why when someone asks us how we know X, all we can think of to say is, I just knew.
Yeah.
What's causing this then? I don't remember ever doing this before, so why would it start now?
If we knew that, I don't think we'd be having so much trouble. It's just...
Just what?
Well, I'm pretty sure it has to do with why we're locked up in here.
And that could be intriguing.
There's no way this doesn't have something to do with whatever Zero Senior's trying to do. Why would he have left that Schrodinger's cat book in the crew quarters?
Maybe it was to give us an idea of what was going on? Even though that doesn't fully explain it, it's still bullshit. You aren't kidding, are you? Maybe this is some sort of huge Schrodinger's cat experiment. Maybe? And all 9 of us are locked up inside the box right meow. Or at least you're locked up during the AB game.
And what if you've got it backwards?
Backwards?
We're outside of the box, and the rest of the world is inside.
Then the moment we step out of this place... Oh, I see what you're saying. If the rest of the world is inside the box, then the box is outside of the 9 door, and going through the 9 door opens the box. Okay.
Yeah. We might be determining the history of the world outside.
No way. I had 1,000 other questions, but before I could open my mouth to ask them...
Oh, good!
You found the bomb?
There you are!
Did something happen?
Yes! We found it!
Oh. Found what?
What do you mean, what? What else could we find?
I don't know. Potato chips.
The bomb! The other antimatter bomb.
Alright.
The number 2 bomb is in the control room.
What? The room we were already in? Is it in the Koro Sensei? Was it planted? It might have been planted, actually. That would make more sense. Because we separated again, right? Although me and Fi have alibis. Is this it?
Yeah.
Definitely wasn't there before.
This is one of them, all right.
And it's number 2, apparently. Well, at least we've found them all now.
No. There could be more.
True.
Like Kay said, there might be a number 4 bomb out there. We have no way to know.
Hell, there could be a 0-0 bomb for all we know. Could be a -1 bomb. Who knows what Zero wants to do with us. Did you tell anyone else about this, Clover?
Well, not really, but,
Then we could play a trick on them. We could try and figure out who knows, maybe?
I wasn't the first person to find it.
Oh, who did?
Who was?
Kay and Luna.
Kay and Luna. Intriguing. Okay.
After they found it, they came to the infirmary and told the rest of us.
Aw, poop. Now everyone knows. Alright, no tricks. Who was in the infirmary?
Everyone. Tenmyoji and Dio were there.
Dio must have been pretty upset.
So were Alice and Quark, of course. Although they were still asleep.
So everyone who wasn't asleep knows about the bomb.
Uh-huh.
I see.
Yeah.
There's nobody else here, though. Where'd they all go?
Right after we came here to look at the bomb, they all left.
And where'd they go?
They were going to go look for you two.
So they split up again? That seems like a bad idea. What about Alice and Quark?
They're the same.
What?
Still sleeping.
Is anyone else with them?
We checked them out just to be sure, but they seemed fine.
So you left them now, even though you didn't leave them later? Earlier? Sorry. What about Dio? Is he, like, just okay with everything? I would think he would have been exploding with rage. Whatever, that's good. Fine, I looked at one another and let out a small sigh of relief.
Oh, right.
Right, what?
I checked everybody's bracelets when we were in the infirmary.
And what changed?
Did you want to know what they were?
Sure. Oh, wait, Schrodinger's cat, right? Took her only a moment to explain. Wait, before she explains, right now, because I don't know the truth, they could be anything, which means by thinking they're one thing, they can change what they are, right? But except, that's not how Schrodinger's cat works earlier in the game, at least, because no matter what ally or betray you do, it didn't change that. So it only changed specific things? Because that's not how it works! Alice was a green solo in this timeline, but I'm sure in another timeline she could be a different one. But, I mean, she could, but not because of... Ugh. Alice is a green solo. And Quark was a blue solo. So I still can't be with Quark? When the frick do I get to be with Quark? Dio's bracelet made him a yellow pair, so he's with K. And Tenmyoji was a Scion pair, so he is with Phi. Alright. Wait, does that mean I'm with them as well? With Phi and Tenmyoji? Are we going there? Maybe. So, what are our options for groups?
The next set of doors to open are going to be the white doors. That means we'll have to mix our colors so that we get white.
Does that mean there's only way we can do one way we can do that? Because that would seem silly. Unless, can we mix 3 colors together? It said exactly 3 people have to go through a door, right? But did it say it had to be a pair and a single? I mean, not saying we'd leave you behind, but is that an option? Finally laid out what that would mean. Option A. Find Tenmyoji sign will pair up with me red. Kay and Dio yellow will pair up with Quark blue. Clover and Luna magenta will pair up with Alice green.
Huh? There's only one option?
Yeah. Any other combinations don't make white.
Except red, blue, and green. What about Alice and Quark? Luna said it's gonna be a while until they wake up.
We'll just have to carry them. The secondary doors won't open without 3 bracelets.
Indeed. Unless we want to kill them? No.
And if we can't open them?
Yeah, we'll get penalized.
Exactly.
Don't worry about Alice. I'm on her team.
Oh, are you? I hadn't considered the teams. Are you saying you can carry her?
Yeah.
Oh, really? I mean, I know she's light. We learned that earlier, but like, why is she so light? Is it because of the weird water in her body? Question mark?
Well, I can get Luna to help me.
Is this the first 3-girl group? It might be. That'd be kinky.
True. I'm sure she'd be happy to help.
What about Quark? Quark is going with Kay and Dio, so they can handle him, I'm sure.
He's on Kay's team. There shouldn't be any issues there.
Let's hope not. Dio could still go raging mad. Alright, so what? Are we going or what? We still need to figure out what we're gonna do with the bomb. Alice said we should be safe as long as it's not triggered with the remote.
Maybe, but we can't just leave them here forever. I mean, if they go off, then everything in like a couple 100 kilometers is gonna get fried.
True story. Wait, a couple 100 kilometers? What are you talking about? That bomb should only have about as much explosive power as a ton of TNT. Which is nothing to sniff at, but that's nowhere near the kind of yield you're talking about.
It could be. What if these bombs are just like the detonator?
Oh. Of course you would know about this because of your training, whatever that meant. You gotta be a secret detective or something. Secret agent. Secret agent bartender. Secret agent stripper. Oh. You mean there might be a bunch more anti-hydrogen around here somewhere? Yup, right over there.
The reactor.
Yeah. There is supposed to only be 18 antimatter reactors in the whole world.
Oh?
If that's one of them, then there's a lot of anti-hydrogen.
That would be bad. How much is a lot?
3.5 kilograms.
That is a lot. 3.5? That's like 10,000 times more than Alice's 350 mg.
If there really is that much, and if it does explode,
Then we would be looking at an explosion roughly 10,000 times more powerful than the bomb dropped on Hiroshima.
I always thought it was Hiroshima. But, yeah, that'd be bad. No. That's insane. Search your feelings. Search your predictions. You know it to be true. Your premonitions.
Wait, Clover, how did you know that?
know what?
Because of her training, whatever that was.
That stuff about antimatter reactors.
Because she's from the future? No, I don't know.
Well, that's, during my training, they...
And there we are with training again. Training for what?
My job?
Your job. What is your job? Oh, of course. I didn't realize waiters these days needed to memorize how many operational antimatter reactors there were worldwide. Or how much fuel each one of these reactors might be storing. You don't work at a cafe, do you?
Did you hear about that from Alice?
Maybe? Yeah.
Oh. Well, she's right then.
What? And why are you using antimatter reactors at a cafe?
That's, what we call the coffee machines.
You're joking, right? So now that you know Alice is hiding the truth, you're hiding the truth too? Or, wait, didn't you already get an example of this earlier on when Alice was like, Clover! When you talked about your training the first time? So, shouldn't you already know that she wants you to hide the truth? I don't know. What? Are you fucking with me?
I'm telling you the truth. I work at a cafe.
Then what is the fucking training about?
It just might, be a kind of fake job to divert attention. I think they call it a cover.
So you're actually a secret agent. What?
Then what's your real job?
I'm sorry. I really can't tell you anything else.
You've got to be some kind of secret agent.
Why not?
It's classified.
This is, of course. Classified by who?
The government?
The government?
Yeah, you're just training, like, so you're like the women in black that aren't in black. That's right. The women in, the women in stripper clothes. The WISC. Women in SC. Alice said it was her job to eliminate enemies of the state or something. When did she say that? So you two do work together. Ah, so she was lying about not working together.
Oh no!
Oh no, what?
Check your bracelets. How much time do we have left?
For the doors? What are you talking about?
How long until the doors open? Come on, quickly!
Oh, right. It should still be a bunch of time, right? That's plenty. Damn. We're supposed to have met up 5 minutes ago.
I'm heading back then.
Yeah, well, we'll go too. But way to dodge the question.
Remember, we're supposed to meet at the infirmary.
Okay.
You guys hurry back, okay?
Man, how long is this going to go on for? I don't want to press down on the D-pad. Because if I do, maybe it'll reveal that it did extend the pathway. But I don't know for sure, so I don't want to.
Bye.
See ya. Hey. You haven't... Damn it. And she's gone. Fine. She's right, you know. We need to get going.
Hold on. I need to check something really quick.
Oh? What? What are you checking? What did you check? What happened? What's going on?
Oh, there you are.
What did you check?
You're late. What were you doing?
We were having sex. While standing.
Nothing.
Oh, it was more than nothing, and I blew that kiss on you. It was so romantic. When we arrived, everyone else was already back. Back attack. Back scratch. Bit of a hyper mood today. Maybe that's good, maybe that's bad. It's probably half and half, because I'm probably going to stop and do these tangents a lot, because I do that when I'm in my hyper moods, but at the same time, I'll probably be more lively, so I should probably keep going. Cork and Alice hadn't left, of course. Hadn't moved, probably. Still knocked out. They were both sleeping soundly, any traces of the madness we'd seen earlier long gone. Like Long Johns.
Clover told us. You've seen the bomb in the control room.
Yes. So now we have 3. Yeah, with our own eyes. As opposed to, you know, with Junpei's.
So what the hell should we do?
I don't know. Fight me, jerk. Also, are you really... so how did you react when you woke up? Did you, like, not go all pissy? You seem like the type to go all pissy. Like, you fucking geezer!
That makes 3 bombs.
Yep. 3 down, 6 to go, question mark? Based on the number 9? I don't know.
Well, we have to do something. They're bombs, for God's sake.
Yeah, if you leave them be for too long, they'll come and punch you in the stomach and knock you out. Temmie OJ! I mean, I don't think you're a bomb or anything, but look at that circle on your little... Look at that. Look at that. It's a little like a little... I don't know what this is, but maybe it's like a... It looks like... the shape, at least. It's like a... What is it? A pentagon or something? Or... Anyways, it reminds me of in Smash Bros, the bombs that are on the floor, and you walk into them and you go boom. And it's even better when you put them and then they stay on the map for a while, you forget about them, and you walk into your own bomb. It's hilarious. You can kill yourself that way without intending to. So, that's the best kind of self-kill. Yeah, they're bombs! So that's why I stopped. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
There's a quick and simple solution.
You fucking kill whoever has the bombs, find 0?
Really?
Remember what Alice said?
Oh? No, I don't. That was forever ago.
There should be an emergency deactivation password. If you enter that password, the device should, well, deactivate.
Didn't we get a thing for that? Shit, was that in another pathway? I feel like we got a thing for that in another pathway. Am I going crazy? I feel like we got a password inputting device thing. But it was probably in another pathway. So, was it in the laboratory path? No, was it in the pathway we went to the archive? I feel like it was. If that was the case, then Kay should have it, right? Right?
You see it? Right here. There's a port.
Uh-huh.
If we can find the password input device, we just connect it here.
No, seriously. Does Kay have a thing? I feel like there was a thing.
Then we can enter the password.
I might be crazy. Maybe I'm crazy.
So, if we have the password, we can deactivate them?
But we also need the password input device.
Whoa, hold on a second. That's great and all, but we need that password input device she was talking about.
Oh, Kay has it, right? Is that right? Am I right?
Without that, we're still boned even if we did have the password.
I've, like, never had coffee in my life. Some people wonder, like, if he had coffee while he's hyper, would he be, like, super... What would it do to him? That would be crazy. I don't know.
Not a problem.
Oh?
We've resolved that issue.
Oh? Wait, did we get it? Did we get it in our room?
Huh?
Show them.
What? I nodded and pulled it out of my pocket. Oh, shit, we did get it. I thought it was in the other pathway. My memory is, not the greatest of that part, because that was a little while ago.
That was in the safe in the control room.
Oh, that's right. I totally knew that. Well, same difference. We have it. Great. But what are we going to do with it? Exactly. Didn't have any idea what it was at first, but Fi figured it out. After Clover left, we tested it. We did? We did? Oh, that's what she did off screen, isn't it? Yeah. Because we're like, what's Fi doing? Is she going to make out with me? What's she doing? Okay, that's what she did. Alright. Okay, I get it.
Turned out I was right. It fit perfectly.
Good thing it didn't blow up when you put it in there. Couldn't get it to do anything, though. We plugged in a couple random characters, but all we got was an error. It was a bit risky. What if the bomb blew up?
Still, I'm sure this is the thing Alice was talking about. We just didn't have the right password.
Most likely.
But why was it in the control room?
Well, it's a controlling type device.
Do you think Zero Senior put it here for us?
Probably. It's probably part of the game.
That would suggest it was also Zero Senior who set up the bombs.
Well, Zero Senior is supposed to be one of us, so it's certainly possible.
Doesn't that seem odd, though?
Well, not if it's all fun and games. I don't know.
Zero Senior wants us to play the nonary game, right? So why would he set bombs?
Maybe it's part of the Noner game. Maybe it's part of the ultimate puzzle. But, for serious? What did I say before with Fi about how maybe we're all, like, maybe I'm Sigma's, maybe I'm transmitting my morphogenic, fancy fields to, Sigma, and somebody else is transmitting to Fi and everybody else, and they're all, like, outside, and maybe they're all in, like, everybody right now is in a virtual world, and we're in the real world, but I'm the real Sigma, or something. I don't know, something trippy like that. If that's possible, then the bombs could be, there's no threat to us at all, is what I'm saying. No threat to our real bodies, anyways. But, so maybe that's why, question mark? Maybe that's why we remember when we go back in time. That would make sense, too. Because we can go back, because it's our, yeah, it's a digital, and that would make some sense, actually, maybe.
Maybe he wants to blow this whole place up if someone commits some crazy violation of the rules?
Maybe. That would be a scary thought.
That doesn't make sense.
Why not?
Our bracelets already have poison in them.
Well, maybe he wants to do a bigger, badder thing. Like, if someone breaks a super bad rule, blows everyone up.
If someone breaks a rule, all he has to do is activate their bracelet.
Yeah, you're right. Ellipses. Double ellipses. Triple ellipses. Quadruple ellipses.
Well, whatever the case is, there's one thing we can be sure of.
And that is?
The person who set these bombs is one of us.
And so is Zero. What's the big shock?
Whether or not that person is also Zero Senior isn't particularly relevant at the moment.
I think it's a bit relevant.
But what is relevant is that they know the deactivation password.
Well, they would have to, I think.
If we can figure out who that person is and question them.
The problem is, how do we figure out who it is? Right now, like, no one has really alibis, so...
We can get the password and turn the bombs off.
I don't think it would be that simple. Zero probably has a way for us to figure out the past, or without needing to question him.
Exactly. That would be my quick and easy method.
Well, it'd be quick and easy if we knew who that person was.
So fess up. Which one of you set the bombs?
What if it was you? That's a convenient way to say it wasn't.
Not that I expect you to do that.
Well, why bother asking?
So, we're going to be checking everyone.
What does that mean?
checking us.
Yes, once they're set, the bombs are controlled by a remote.
I suppose.
It stands to reason that whoever set them has that remote.
I suppose.
So you're gonna search us for it?
That would make some sense.
Yes.
Honestly, I think they don't have the remote. I think they're just being operated to explode at a certain time. That would have to do with the fact that there's eventually a timer that detonates the bombs, I think. And one of the game overs, most likely.
But... no buts.
No buts about it.
If you refuse, that implicates you.
True enough. What if we all go and strike? All of us refuse.
Do what I say and you'll be fine, assuming you are actually innocent.
She's really taking charge of things. I kind of like it. But it is making her a bit of a bitch. But at the same time, sometimes you need a certain level of bitchiness. So,
Understand? No reason to wait. Let's get started.
we do still have time to kill.
Anyone want to volunteer to go first? No?
You can go first yourself. Strip naked.
All right. Let's see.
Although, with potassium, who knows what could be hiding under his suit. That would be a bit of an obvious way of thinking about it, I think. Wait.
Huh?
What? Wait, what? You only need to search one person.
What? Why?
Do I know? Because I figured out who did it. What? I did? I know who did it. The words were out of my mouth before I'd even realized I was saying them.
How can you... There's no way.
Yeah. I met Phi's gaze and nodded, then turned away. I don't know. I know who set the bombs. Oh shit. I don't know. Is this another pathway you've seen that I haven't seen? Because... how the fuck would I know? That person... You did it! What? The room was suddenly silent. Oh shit. Who the fuck's he pointing at? Don't you dare to be continued. Oh, fuck! Because I haven't seen the pathway yet. Oh, you suck. Game. Game! Alright, who planted the bomb? What? But there's nothing after this! I'm confused. What the hell could this mean? Maybe this is like the true ending or something. And that's why maybe it's the only one that we don't see the branch. I suppose that's a possibility. But shit! We still didn't get to do the third section of games! Ah! What a dick!